Welcome back to the HISxHERS Podcast, episode 65. We are back another Monday or Tuesday. Sorry.
What's up, y'all?
Hope you guys are having a better, I don't know, hopefully we get it up Monday. Hopefully we can get it up today.
I think you have very little faith in us, but we're going to get it up as soon as possible for you guys. But we hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night whenever you guys are listening to this.
Yep.
Thank y'all so much for coming back and joining us for another episode of the HISxHERS Podcast. We literally have so much to talk about, though, and you are such a little smart ass, but I'm just going to let that go because we have so much to talk about.
Do we?
Yes, we do. Well, are you not like living in this world that we're living in right now?
I am. Are we going to talk about the Lizzo shit?
Okay, so really great transition into the first topic.
Well, I know that's
just
been like
so
that's
talented.
been yeah. Well, I hope you guys are having a better week than Lizzo's backup dancers because they've been going through it, man.
Okay, so
apparently,
for those of you guys that may be living under a rock, which I don't blame you because this world is going to shit.
It's pretty crazy.
I think it's 3 of Lizzo's background dancers have filed a lawsuit against the artist for multiple different things, but mostly there's like SA involved, there's body shaming involved, not great work conditions, and like, you know, putting them in terrible situations. I've read through the motion of, you know, this file and this against Lizzo, and it's pages and pages of like the most. At first, you know, it was like okay, yeah, like that's kind of funky and foul. But as I started going through, babe, it got like insane. It just got crazy. I was like, what is going on? What is happening? It is such a roller coaster. So like a few of the bigger points was firstly, you know, they had been traveling around. They were in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And Lizzo gets her background dancers out on a night on the town. Unbeknownst to them, she ends up taking them to the red light district, which is like known for, you know, a lot of nude performances and stuff like that, completely nude. And this is different from a lot of like the strip clubs, especially in the States. The one that I used to work at as a cocktail waitress, we were a topless space. This place was like full on performances.
They serve alcohol?
Yes.
I think it's if they serve.
Typically.
Yeah, if you serve alcohol, you can only be topless.
So that's a lot of what we have here. So this is different, okay? This is completely nude performers. And not only that, you have the ability to touch and interact with these performers while they're completely nude.
What?
So Lizzo was like having her backup dancers touch these performers, even though they were like saying no, like I'm good. Like one of the girls was like, nah, I'm good. And she got the other dancers to like chant and like do it or whatever. So the girl like felt like she had to just like get it to stop, you know, just so she was, you know, had to touch this performer even though she didn't want to. And then babe, no. There was a portion evidently where a banana was inside of a performer, and Lizzo was having some of her backup dancers eat the banana while it was a part of the performer.
Like a Lady in the Tramp situation with the banana, but just like
on the other end of it, it's a different type of lips.
I think the craziest part of that story is Lizzo had a banana on hand.
I think that was actually a part of the show. Is that not the craziest shit you've ever heard? I was like, what in the world is going on? And then this other girl was like, oh yeah, you know, like there's an audition period. Like they were like in trouble. This was like a consequence of some sort. And they had to like re-audition. And this girl, it was for hours.
Weren't they like on a show or something? Like a reality show?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I thought I saw. I didn't even know Lizzo had a
babe, you gotta listen to the story. Oh. She's on there for hours on end where she has to pee on herself and continue performing with pee on her because she could not leave the stage. She was afraid of losing her job. Like that's how much, like, isn't that fucking, that was insane. I was like,
crazy.
Lizzo did come out with a response. Definitely was in my best friend group chat the minute that she released it. And I was like, what is this? So let me go to my group chat real fast.
What can she say? Like, nah, she only had to pee a little bit. She barely peed in her pants. She's like,
confused.
it was not a banana. It was a cucumber. Get the facts straight.
Here it is. It was our other group chat. Okay, so
How many group chats you got?
you don't need to know. These last few days have been gut-wrenchingly difficult and overwhelmingly disappointing. My work ethic, morals, and respectfulness have been questioned. My character has been criticized. Usually, I choose to not respond to false allegations, but these are as unbelievable as they sound and too outrageous to not be addressed. These sensationalized stories are coming from former employees who have already publicly admitted that they were told their behavior on tour was inappropriate and unprofessional. As an artist, I have always been very passionate about what I do. I take my music and my performances seriously because at the end of the day, I only want to put out the best art that represents me and my fans. With passion comes hard work and high standards. Sometimes I have to make hard decisions, but it's never my intention to make anyone feel uncomfortable or like they aren't valued as an important part of the team. I am not here to be looked at as a victim, but I also know that I am not the villain that people and the media have portrayed me to be these last few days. I am very open with my sexuality and expressing myself, but I cannot accept or allow people to use that openness to make me out to be something I am not. There is nothing I take more seriously than the respect we deserve as women in the world. I know what it feels like to be body shamed on a daily basis and would absolutely never criticize or terminate an employee because of their weight. I am hurt, but I will not let the good work I've done in the world be overshadowed by this. I want to thank everyone who has reached out in support to lift me up during this difficult time. Speaking of support, the girls that are actually a part of this lawsuit are getting, you know, like backed up and getting some responses from previous backup dancers as well who are complete, like have come forward and been like, yeah, basically like that shit happened. And we're really proud of them for filing this lawsuit. Like they have other backup dancers that are supporting this lawsuit. Like, yes, finally somebody's saying something.
I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Man.
I mean,
I
don't know. It seems
that
like
is so
a crazy.
disappointing.
Seems like a very crazy and detailed story to just make up, without feeling like people wouldn't be able to corroborate like the story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I just feel like, I mean, I don't know. I'll let it all play out before, but like it doesn't look good. If I had to believe somebody right now, I'd believe the backup dancers for sure.
I do too. I don't know. It seems and it's so disappointing, and it's so fucking like, this is a huge letdown because her entire career was based on like the motto of self-love and like, you know, fuck what everybody else thinks and like, you know, positivity and light and, you know, loving yourself as you are.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's part of her team is like, nah, that's definitely not what we.
I mean, you know, I can believe it. I think a lot of celebrities put out some sort of image that doesn't really align with what they actually are behind closed doors or with how they treat people.
I think a lot of people are realizing that finally because these celebrities, like everybody is fucking, you know, coming out with their own stories and their own experiences, which is, you know, every person's prerogative. Yeah. And it's turning out that a lot of these people that we once looked up to are kind of like pieces of shit.
That's usually kind of just my baseline for everybody. Like pretty much if you're like a celebrity, you're probably a piece of shit until like proven otherwise. I mean,
man,
you hear like how many stories you got to hear. Like it just gets worse and worse. I mean, there's some movies where I'm like, man, watching them, I'm like, man, everybody in this movie has been in some shit. Or like,
ain't that the truth?
Or like, I don't know. It's unfortunate for the people that they do this shit to.
Yeah,
and it's
I don't know.
Not necessary. I don't even know why.
We shouldn't be putting celebrities on pedestals.
Nah,
anyways,
do not worship celebrities.
Oh my gosh! But the guy that passed away recently, Angus Cloud, he's on Euphoria. I don't think you ever watched that show with me.
Yeah, I watched it with you.
He was Fez. Remember Fez?
Yeah, the drug dealer, right?
Yeah,
the white guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He passed. He was 25 years old, you guys.
He passed
in his home in Oakland.
They say it was an overdose, right?
Yeah.
Sounds sad.
Yeah. But his mom, came forward and was like, it wasn't intentional. She doesn't believe it was an intentional thing. No. Mm-mm. But it's just really fucking sad. But yeah, he had just recently lost his dad, so rest in peace.
Oh, that sucks. He's like one of the few characters I actually liked on Euphoria.
Right?
Like, I didn't really. I wasn't.
So
The characters on that show are so
sad.
ridiculous,
He was
but
so young.
yeah, he was. That's sad.
Man.
That
And
is
you know
really
what?
young.
Like, he was so down to earth too. And
Yeah.
I think if I'm remembering correctly, he actually got this part on Euphoria by chance. Like, he wasn't like an actor. You know?
He was like a waiter at like Red Lobster or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even joking.
No, I know, because I've seen videos of girls that were like, when Fez was your waiter back in the day.
Or
And
maybe it
it's
was like
him.
a TGIF Fridays or something like that.
Yeah.
TG.
I was like, what?
But yeah, I mean, and I saw an interview
sad.
where like it was like a red carpet interview, and I was like, this motherfucker's not even acting. He just shows up on set and he's just. I don't even think they gave him a script. He just
Be yourself, kid.
Yeah.
Nah, but I've heard that he was like, a great person. Zendaya, she had her response to, it was so sad. It's so sad. Rest in peace to him. And
Yeah.
a lot of things have been going on that's crazy in the world, and I don't know, like it's going down the celebrity road still of what us as a society are figuring out about the people that we once put on a pedestal. When you really look at it, it's just been, oh my God, I remember thinking there could be nothing more perfect than like falling in love on set. Like you're an actor and you fall in love on set, and like that just always seemed like so sweet. All of these fucking celebrities are getting divorced right now.
Yeah.
It's like divorce season right now. Do you know how many people are divorcing right now?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, but I also have some tea, babe. Okay, so firstly, so Sofia Vergara, you know her. Okay, her and her man's done skis.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my gosh, babe, are you serious?
I did not know. I did not know. Well, I don't keep up with like the personal lives aspect of it. Like movies and shows and stuff. Yeah, I'll watch it and keep up with it. But like when it comes to like what they're doing, like what kind of Satanist groups they're in, stuff like that. Like I don't really follow all of that. What islands they're going to. I don't really keep up with the whole shebang of bang.
What's his name? Joe Mangini. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's this guy.
Joe
Manganiello.
Manganiello. I don't know. Who's that guy? I don't even know who that
Babe,
guy is.
oh my God.
What does he do?
He was an actor.
Sopranos, I'm guessing?
I don't know.
Luca? Was he in Luca?
Okay, so they're getting a divorce. And they were like a huge couple. Everybody loved them because like they're so cute together. And, everybody thought that they were going to work out.
I never even heard of him.
Okay, well, you don't know a whole lot of like Sophia
George.
Bush and her mans are
Who
divorcing.
is Sophia Bush?
Okay,
I have no idea
so
who
there's
Sophia
no
Bush.
point. So I'm just gonna go right up the street with you. Okay, the biggest one, and don't ask me about her husband because
Okay.
they call him a quote unquote normie husband of hers.
Okay.
because he's in real estate. Makes with huge real estate. I'm talking like millions of dollars worth of real estate. But anyways, Ariana Grande and her husband, Dalton Gomez.
Oh, yeah.
Divorced.
He was the guy that, like...
You know who Dalton Gomez is, but you don't know who Sophia Bush is?
Maybe I'm thinking of... Because she, like, made a guy leave his wife and shit, right? So it's not that guy?
No, this is her husband, okay? So
I didn't even know she had a husband. I thought she still would... I don't even know.
No, babe. Okay. So Ariana Grande and Dalton Gomez, they get married, okay? And super cute. Sure. She's finally like leaving dudes that are in the spotlight, and like, everybody was like, oh my gosh, she's getting married and it's gonna be so cute, happily ever after. She starts working on Wicked, okay? And her co-star is this guy, and his name is Ethan Slater, okay? Ethan Slater also plays live action SpongeBob, by the way. And he's
There's a live action SpongeBob?
Yeah. Babe, I can't wait. I need to show you.
Is it,
Babe,
what?
I need to show you.
A live action SpongeBob?
Babe, you think I'm kidding? Hold on.
Like with real people?
Yes.
It's not CGI?
No.
Like, is this just something he does with like a high school group or something?
Okay. Okay, so that's Ethan Slater. So they're acting together in this movie, and he has a wife. His wife, and he had a baby that was less than a year old. And his wife, would come. She came to she traveled over there to come visit and visit with her mans, and bring the baby. Wow. Ariana Grande met his wife.
Yeah.
And then carried his child and their daughter. It was like, oh, your baby is so cute. Meanwhile, they were having an affair. Now, according to sources, his wife found out about the affair, knew about it, and was like, you know what? We're going to work through it. Long distance has been hard. We're just going to fucking hold hands through this and get it together. Sure, but he continued the affair. So Ariana Grande ends up filing for divorce from her husband, Dalton Gomez. And then, babe, he files for divorce from his wife. And she did an interview
Ariana Grande?
And said that Ariana Grande was not a girl's girl. And that is the worst thing that you could say to a woman. Honestly, when another woman.
Who said that? A girl said that about his wife said that?
His wife said that about Ariana Grande.
She's not a girl's girl.
She's not a girl's girl. And that is the worst thing that you could be called as a woman is not a girl's girl, because that just.
What does that mean?
You're a traitor, man. You don't fucking care about your fellow woman. You know what I mean? And so.
But I feel like most women aren't really girls. I mean, you guys be devious to each other.
I mean, in an ideal world, a lot of us actually have some fucking morals and ethics. Yeah. Do we come across not girls that are not girls? Absolutely. And that's why don't nobody like them. You know what I mean? Them is the ones that get beat up and shit. When you are not a girl's girl, it's just, you're supposed to have girl code. You're supposed to. Yeah. Not everybody follows it, but you're supposed to.
Yeah, so there's a bro code.
She said that to Ariana Grande that her family was collateral damage and Ariana Grande has had a past, babe, of getting with men that are still in relationships. And there's even there's even whispers, babe, that she was with Jimmy Fallon. And Jimmy Fallon was having an affair with her. And people on set knew about it and saw them canoodling, holding hands, kissing and stuff. And
she's all over the place.
And Pete Davidson, he had a girlfriend literally the day before, and then the next day, they broke up, and the next day he was with Ariana Grande.
Oh yeah.
Is she for real said break up with your girlfriend because I'm bored? She for real? And everybody's losing so much respect for her, and finally people are coming forward and they're like, hey, yeah, this is kind of a pattern. But also the men are the men. And it's so crazy because they all fucking fall for it. This boy right here is wow, I think Ariana Grande is way out of my league. I'm just going to jump on this and just leave everything that I have.
For Ariana Grande?
Ariana Grande.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of spell juju that girl got on her, but my God, she can make a man leave.
Okay.
Oh my God. And the fact that they are just so easily swayed. It is so sad. To see his wife doing these interviews, and she's like, I don't fucking know what happened. My whole life is in shambles because
of the girl from
Victorious?
Sam and Cat, was that show?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah.
That would blow my mind. I was like, what? I don't.
And then what's crazy too is that also TikTok is telling everybody's fucking story. I love this app because I actually watch so many story times on TikTok. I love it because people really do have
Are you going to do story times?
I might. I'm still trying to figure out the short form content. Just give me a second. Okay.
Just do it in a minute. There you go. You're
done. I'm just too talky. I need to cut it down. Stay on track, babe. This girl came forward and was like, hey, yeah, Lizzo has this lawsuit against her. By the way, I had a boyfriend. I had myself a man's, and he hosted a show with Lizzo, okay? They were together for 10 years, babe. And that is the same dude that Lizzo is with now. That is her man's now. He broke up with his girlfriend of 10 years who saw him through all of trying to go after the entertainment industry, holding his ass down for years and years. They were together for so long. And he goes on to this show and they I'm serious. So Ariana Grande and Lizzo be doing that shit.
I mean,
And like Lizzo met her. Lizzo met her like at like a function for the, the cast. And she said that Lizzo was just like very standoffish, didn't really want to talk to her. And then bam, dun dun, all of a sudden she don't got no man no more. And that is Lizzo's man. But like, this is the part where.
Crazy.
It's just, it almost seems like an inevitability. And it's very hard for me to imagine even being with an actor for this reason. Because it's such a blurred line between reality and fantasy when it comes to role playing or even being in the entertainment industry as a whole, because you spend so much time with these people. I was in theater for maybe like 2 years in high school, and the amount of drama and the passing around of it all.
I mean, it was a bunch of hormonal teenagers. I mean,
yeah, but I think that, those teenagers grow up and they're amazing, theater actors, and they just get really into their roles, and they're falling. Look at it, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. That's exactly how that happened.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and this is why I remember David was like, "Oh yeah, I want to become an actor," and I was like, fuck out of here, no, and he agreed with me too, because I was like, I think I could do it. Like, I think I could act pretty well, and he was like, yeah, but like, I don't think I could handle.
I would never watch a movie
Like, even if I were to come home with a script, and I was like, babe, there's a kissing scene.
Yeah, I'm like, there was a kissing scene.
Like, I think it takes a special kind of person. Like, if you were an actor, then I feel like I would have to be one too, just so that it's like even skis. Because I'm not staying home while you have this pretend life with this pretend wife, and you for real doing like whole makeout scenes and stuff. I can't.
Nah,
I can't. I guess we doing it.
I just like doing stand-up comedy. I don't really care about acting. I like doing the
like
sketches.
Literally, so
That's
many
fun.
comedians are divorced.
Yes, I'm aware. But so are electricians. I was that for 15 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you weren't married for hardly any of it.
I was in a relationship for most of it.
Not with the same person.
Yes, with the same person.
I was not around at the beginning of your career.
For most of it.
You were already
it was like the beginning.
You were already like 5 years into your career by the time I met you.
I was like 3.5, maybe 4.
That's not true.
For real.
I was really impressed by your 5-year mark. I remember that.
When we were together, I reached 5 years. But
yeah.
I was like 4 years into it. Because I didn't even have my journeyman's yet.
Well, like, what?
I mean, look, electricians, 2 things you need: a divorce and alcoholism.
Oh my god!
And then you could be the best electrician possible. That was the key. I think that's really the key.
I remember like you telling me that statistic, and it made me so sad.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah,
just sad. I was like, oh my god, maybe.
Yeah, and then maybe one day you get lucky and you accidentally die at work. That's like best case scenario for being an electrician.
We need electricians. We need tradesmen.
Pay them. Pay them then.
Electricians get paid pretty nice.
Not
especially
enough.
Traveling ones and per diem and stuff.
Yeah, if you're traveling, yeah. But just regular commercial electricians, nah, they got to get paid more. More than what they're getting paid right now. These companies be taking advantage of them. And that was always my issue. I was like, man, what changed my mind is when I saw somebody die on a job site and they just like pretty much just swept them up like off the floor. And they're like, all right, back to work. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers really do not care.
I think that was truly the turning point when it came to like.
And like I knew that beforehand, but like when you see it like that and you're just like this was a person.
And it was like somebody else's.
It was like right around like Christmas too. It was like
it was like
maybe like a week before Christmas, something like that.
But it was somebody else's mistake.
Yeah, it wasn't even his fault.
They didn't even make sure that things were safe.
Yeah.
And I remember David calling me and like just like the chill in his voice, and he was like, "Hey, no, there was like a death on the job site." And I was like, "What?" And
yeah, so we're gonna take lunch early.
No, and then I was like, "Okay, well, are you guys going back tomorrow?" Like I didn't know if like is this like do they need to clean it up? And he was like, "No, we're coming back tomorrow." And sure enough, he was like, "Babe, there's like blood on the cement, and it's just like a big stain there, and we're just walking over it and doing the job no matter what." And it really that really fucking sucks. That's really scary.
And it happens quite a bit. More than people
and then his dad was like, okay, fine, you don't want to work out in the field, let's put you in the office. And then there was so much pendejada that's happening in the office Oh, girl, like y'all,
Not because of me.
any of y'all that work in the office, y'all know, there's so many affairs that happen in offices. It is crazy. I have seen the likes of so many affairs happening in offices.
I didn't see any. Not while I was there. I didn't see it.
You didn't see no affairs, but you definitely saw some mess. Why are you lying? I feel like,
but I didn't do it.
It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. People are prone to having affairs if they want to. Like if they are just not.
Yeah, if they want to, for sure.
But there's not like, I just don't feel like, like there's a higher likelihood of them having an affair if they do this versus that.
Like what?
Like being an electrician, you're like, oh yeah, like the likelihood of you getting a divorce is higher.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there are plenty of electricians that have, successful marriages. Your dad has been an electrician all his life. He's been married for 30 years?
He's one of the rare ones. Rare.
What about Jeff?
He's rare too. Shit.
Two rare ones. I don't think that makes him rare anymore. What about like Eloy?
You think he's got a divorce?
How long has he been married?
Maybe like 4 years, maybe. Not very long. He's definitely got some divorce. He's got at least one, and he's got at least one.
Oh my God.
I know.
Babe,
they all got divorced, man.
You really trusted my ass a lot because you were never worried about that, and I worked in all types of environments.
Yeah, I was like, she's gonna leave this.
He really did. He was like,
I don't know. I was probably stupid to do that to that degree. Like, I don't know. I mean, why stress out about, why stress out about that? I feel like, like I was in a relationship before, but like I didn't trust her at all. I just didn't like the kind of person that turned me into. So I was like, nah, I can't do that.
Oh no. What kind of person did it turn you into?
I was like going through her phone and shit. I was like, man, I gotta chill. And I was justified.
Not toxic.
By the way, like I was pretty like.
Can I ask you something? Have you ever gone through my phone?
No.
Don't lie.
No, your phone. Anytime you've given me your phone to use it, your phone is a fucking mess. Stresses me the fuck out.
How is it a fucking mess? It is literally so organized.
Nikki's just like this. Like the home screen on her computer, it's the desktop is just.
Babe, that is such a lie.
Okay, she's finally got all 150,000 apps and folders, but usually, see, that's how I didn't even know that.
Finances, productivity,
she
social
finally
media,
organized
entertainment,
it.
Groceries. What?
But that's I don't go through your phone because I didn't know you had organized it like that. But last time I saw it, that shit was everywhere. I was like, how the fuck do you even find anything?
I'm a genius. I don't, I have more things to worry about.
Whatever. Okay. I was like, you just download every app you see that comes across every app.
Okay, don't talk about me downloading apps when you over here, you've been hooked. I leave for 5 days with my girlfriends, and he's got a whole ass addiction to this game by the time I get back. And he don't even know how it works. He doesn't. I was like, babe, explain it to me. He was like, I'm still trying to figure it out. I was like, dude, you've been playing it every day for like 2 weeks now.
I have.
Every day. And I just download whatever I see.
Well, okay, so those like ads you'll get like on Instagram?
Yeah.
And it'll be like it'll be like a lady like in a hole, and then there's like
what the fuck kind of ads do you looking at?
It's a cartoon. And then there's like bees that are coming and they're trying to swarm the hole, and then like you see the hand like try to draw like a barrier to stop the bees from getting in there. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think we're shown the same type of stuff because I'm not weird.
So it's like it's a brain game, right? So you watch the ad, and you're like, just do this, and you're just like kind of yelling at your phone, like you're an idiot. I was like, I could do that. So I've seen like 100 of them. So finally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna download this app and save this bitch from these bees. And then I downloaded the app. I didn't know that little game was just a trick to get you to download this even bigger game. But in order to play the game that I wanted to play, which was save the bitch from the bees, I had to fucking complete like parts of this other game. And I was like, just trying to get it out of my fucking way. I don't know to describe. It's kind of like Pokemon, I guess, kind of, but not monsters. It's like different types of heroes. and they like fight each other like Pokemon style, but you don't get to pick the moves. You just watch them fight. So I didn't know that. So I'm like touching the screen, like just trying to get out of the way. And then like now I just play that game
all the time.
Yeah,
he plays it all the time. He'll put his phone down on the table real fast. I just see blue fire. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, I don't know. They're fighting.
Addicting,
and I'm like,
man. It's addicting because then like you're trying to like constantly build it up. Then you're like playing other people, like other people's like lineups and shit. I was like, and then I get competitive. So I'm like,
you do get competitive.
I was like, I got to be the very best at whatever this game is. It's like, and also do it. And then like, and then they're like, you know, you get like power up points and shit, but you got to pay. And I'm like, nah, I'm going to do it without paying. So then, you know, that's how.
So you've never gone through my phone?
No, I've not gone through your phone. Probably should. I should just do it one time.
Oh, I think it would be probably the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life.
I would probably get like 5 minutes into it and be like,
I think the only thing that I would be concerned, not really concerned, I would just prefer that you not, is my like chats with like Christina and Khadijah.
Those are going to be the ones I would go to right
Absolutely
away.
not.
That's what,
absolutely not.
just don't go to the one thing. What? That's the first place I want to go now.
Else. You go through everything else on my DMs, everything. But please.
I bet your DMs.
Please.
I bet your DMs are a mess.
I don't mean for them to be.
Like even like getting on your computer, I'm like there's just so much going on right here, right now. You're like, you can't find it. I was like, no, I can't find it.
I don't think your phone is the pinnacle of organization.
It
definitely
can be better.
not.
It can be better.
I feel
for sure.
right in this moment,
yeah,
my phone
for sure.
is more organized than yours is.
Yeah,
and so
is.
I feel like
it is. I'm actually impressed.
Where are you coming from?
No, I'm actually impressed because I'm like, oh. Because before you had like no folders, you're just like everything's just out.
I didn't even want this goddamn phone in the first place. Remember that? I had my little Cricket phone when I met you, and it didn't have all this going on.
Nikki had a hood rat phone.
I paid for my own motherfucking bills type of phone, okay? And it sent text messages and made calls, and that's all I needed.
It was a hood rat phone.
He for real was like,
Cricket, bro.
I love you, but you got to get rid of that fucking phone.
No.
I was like, why you hating on my Cricket?
I was like, girl, I got you off the streets. Like,
shut the fuck up.
You're domesticated
he put
now.
Me on his plan with a quickness.
Like, nah, somebody loves you, okay? Somebody loves you now. You don't need to have Cricket anymore.
But you know what? A bitch was only paying what, like $25 to $30 back then?
Yeah, now I'm like, should we go on Cricket?
I know. Now look, we ain't even got service out here.
Got this fucking $300 phone bill for
literally
what?
The minute we leave our house, we ain't got no service.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. Hate it. We haven't even updated our phone. Like, we haven't even upgraded them.
No.
I'm just gonna.
I'm so tired of paying off my devices. I'm sick of it.
I was like, I'm just gonna use my phone until that shit blows up in my face. I guess I don't know.
Let us know down below what phones you have. I got the 11 right here.
The 11 Pro Max.
The 11 Pro Max. Yes.
I was like thinking about the iPhone 15 is about to come out. I was like, what? I was like,
that's
shit.
what I said. I was like, what the fuck else?
I was like,
did you see how expensive the headphones are now? The new headphones?
No.
They're like $600.
I used to upgrade my shit every year too.
Yeah. He was so obsessed with upgrading, and I was like, you just steady on a payment plan, huh?
Well, before they didn't have payment plans like that until, I don't know.
They didn't just give you a free upgrade, babe.
No, you would. You would get free upgrade.
No, they would just add it to your bill every month.
They do that now.
Okay, well, they weren't just taking your old phone and giving you
They did. I can't tell you how many times I did that.
I'm so sorry. I'm not from the Jurassic era.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. I don't.
I know. If you had your phone for 2 years, you could just upgrade it.
For free.
Yeah.
No fees.
No.
That's gotta be.
Maybe sales taxes. You'd have to pay the sales tax or something like that. But yeah, you could just upgrade your phone.
I was good with my Cricket.
The good old days when you could upgrade your phone for free. And
you could take in another phone and they would jailbreak your phone for you at Cricket. And then you
surprised.
It was great. Yeah. What? It was great.
Cricket's not great.
I could not believe how hard you judged me.
I did. I was like, nah. I was like, you're not a stripper. Just kidding.
Yo, they be making money. Okay, they got Verizon.
Every hood rat I ever met had a fucking cricket phone, man. This is how it
every
was.
hood rat you met?
Every one of them, yeah.
How many have you met?
I'm not enough to come to a consensus.
I guess call me a hood rat then.
You're not a hood rat.
I love saving money, bitch. I love it.
Now we should probably go back.
I would shop at Rainbow. I would just shop at Gen X.
At Boost Mobile.
No, I never did Boost Mobile. But I did Cricket and I did what was the other one?
I had Verizon for a minute.
You would. You fucking would.
Then I got rid of it.
What's it like to be favored in life, huh? What's it like?
I was going through phones.
I was over there struggling.
I was going through phones. Verizon. I was going.
Great.
I think I used Verizon to get a phone and cut them off, and then I don't know. I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I was able to get phones all the time.
And I'm the hood rat? Okay. All right.
You don't got no. But yeah, I all that to say, yeah, my phone's pretty disorganized right now, I would say. A lot of this stuff, I don't even, but still not as bad as what yours was. Yours was insane.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And then you had your wallpaper was looked like an even, your wallpaper looked like a wallpaper of a screenshot of your apps, and then that was your wallpaper as well. So it's just
you are doing the most right now.
I was about to have a seizure trying to go swiping, getting dizzy and shit. I'm oh, I should probably sit down.
That is not true.
You're can you just text? I'm whoa,
man, I went through. If there's anything that you want to humble yourself with, go through your contacts. Sit there for one evening and go through your contacts one by fucking one. And the way you should see that shit dwindle is going to humble your ass. Because, I had every person that I met when I was younger, we just exchanged numbers all the time. And I had, I'm talking about people that I would, work with on a temporary job or, the leasing agent or, an old-ass supervisor. I still had, old supervisors in my phone. Girl, go through your phone. And now my contact list is, 11.
Mine's probably... Sometimes I'll go through and somehow somebody's email address to be saved in my shit. Mm-hmm. But it's the email address is just so random, but it's from Julian's football coach.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somehow that shit gets synced up. Mm-hmm. I was who the fuck is this?
Yeah, and then it'll sync your shit up on your apps with your contacts. I was absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Or I had an email address from some random guy at a basketball game in 2010 after a pickup game. He's do you want to be in my league?
Oh.
And I was yeah, sure. And he's email me. And I was that's a weird way to communicate. Oh, he just text me. We're right here. I don't. I don't. My shit's probably.
You need to do it. I think you're extremely unorganized, and I think you're just projecting onto me. Because everything that you're telling me right now is you are the disorganized one.
Just right now, okay? But usually it's the other way around.
Right.
I
don't think it was ever the other way around. Mm-mm.
I'm usually very organized.
I have come up with all the organization procedure in this house.
Like what?
The whole last linen closet is what it is because of me. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do it.
Okay. Well, I stand my ground, and I am the one that is the most organized. Thank you guys so much for coming to my TED Talk.
I win.
I have, I don't know. We were talking about affairs in the workplace. I don't know how we got there. Oh, yeah. You were just extremely trusting.
Yep.
Never went through any of my things, was never concerned. I was working around these high profile attorneys and just marketing directors and CEOs and CFOs and holiday parties and shit. David didn't give not two shits. He was go. And I was okay. You want 2 jobs? You want to be out until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? Go. It's okay. And I was
shit.
Okay. And one time I remember asking you, I was like, how come
That's what you're
you
into.
don't get jealous? Like, how come you don't you just don't?
I do.
You don't.
I get jealous.
Oh, when David was younger, he had so much pride. He would not ever. I think now he'll admit that he was he's jealous sometimes.
Yeah.
But back then he was like, nah. I'm not
Yeah,
jealous.
I was like, shit, what are you going to do?
Have you ever been cheated on, babe?
Not that I know of.
Oh my God.
I might
So
have been.
that's
I don't
why
know.
you feel this way.
I mean, I might have
Because
been.
you've never
I don't
had
know.
the sting, of actually knowing and had the sting of being cheated on.
I have a suspicion, I think, but I don't know.
You had a suspicion?
Yeah.
Why? Spill the tea to end off this episode.
I mean, it's not much tea.
Yes, it
to
is.
Spill.
What
It was just more of like a
what happened?
Like, I think she just had like a friend that was like a guy.
Oh, no.
And then it was like towards the end of like our relationship. So I was like,
Towards the end of our relationship?
Yeah. And I was like,
Was it like coming to a close and you guys both knew it? Was there like an agreement put in place?
No, there was no agreement.
Is there like an expiration date on the?
Yeah, it's just like, it's coming up. Not renewing this lease. Nah, we broke up like shortly after, and I was like, yeah, probably. But I don't know. I got no proof, so I don't know.
What made you think that she was cheating?
I don't know. Just probably because she was. I don't know.
Baby.
Because she's a chick.
Ew.
Girls be wild, man. They really do.
You obviously don't believe that so much so that you didn't even
Well,
you didn't think I was going to be wild.
I don't know. I just trusts you, I guess.
But you don't want to tell me what set off the red flag and why you would think that she was cheating after, I don't care.
Because she had like some guy
She had
friend.
some guy friend?
Yeah.
Was there what happened?
That's enough for me.
She can't have a guy friend?
That's enough for me. I was like, shit.
Okay. So you don't. If I had a guy friend, would you be okay with that?
I don't know. It would depend.
On what?
I mean, like if he was like your ex-boyfriend in any kind of way.
No.
Lover.
No. Just a guy friend. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, if he's gay, for sure. I think yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Especially at this juncture of our relationship, I don't want to hear about he had this girlfriend or this friend that's a girl from their past. That I can't do anything about. But at this juncture of our relationship, absolutely not. Will you be my man's best friend as a woman? Absolutely not. You don't need to be hanging around him without me.
Yeah, that would be crazy if some guy was just like, we're actually real friends. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
If right now he's like, yeah, can I hang out with Nikki? What? You would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I've never fucking seen this guy in my life.
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I feel like you're a lot more.
I think girls are just really good at hiding it. So
no, that's not true. I've had friends that got caught up because they were not good at anything.
I don't know, man. I got a cousin who got caught cheating, and this motherfucker didn't have any social media. I was like, how the fuck? You don't even have social media.
No,
how did you get caught?
So many girls have the ability. They are fucking detectives.
Yeah.
They have the ability to pinpoint your exact location. I have seen them do some wizardry on that phone to figure out what they've been looking at, what they've been seeing, what they've been saving, who they've been talking to, messages that are erased.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've gone through a phone before, and that shit is exhausting. So I don't know how people can do that all the time.
It's not worth it at that point. If you feel like you have to go through their fucking phone all the time.
Yeah.
It's just fucking go, man, because it's never gonna stop.
Yeah, if you gotta do all that,
and then if you go through and you find it once, bitch, you will never let her go.
Yeah,
you'll never let her go. I can tell you where Khadijah is in this exact moment. Khadijah and I have locations on.
That's too much. I don't want that much information on anybody.
But it's just in case.
I get it.
So you would have to hear from
For
Khadijah
women.
and Christina of where I'm at.
For women, I totally For women, I get it.
For
man.
men, también, what you talking about? You
Well,
used
yeah.
to go out to Timbuktu on these
Yeah.
job sites, and I never knew where
Yeah.
you were at.
I told you where my jobs were.
Yeah, but they would be in the middle of nowhere. Remember that one time I had to
'Cause
go
you
pick you
usually
up, and
wouldn't have an
literally there was
address.
like no address exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why it was important.
I don't even get service out there. That's what happened when I worked in Wyoming too. Get no service. Like I don't. My phone's a brick for most of the
And
day.
now y'all understand why my ass fucking packed up and went over there to see what the fuck was going on with him in
please.
Wyoming. You see?
That's my whole thing. Like, please come out here, save me. Like, come to my job, take me. Let's go to lunch or, man, yeah.
Oh, you look so cute. I love seeing you in your hard hat and shit. I did.
Nah, that
You'd come home like
Nah.
all dusty and like your hands and stuff. I don't know.
nah, man. That's like I
What?
see like thing like now like girls like guys and like construction outfits. I was like, man, I was in construction for 15 years. Not one girl ever like hit on me because I was like the reality.
I did.
The
I did.
Yeah, did not like seeing me in construction. Like you saw me outside of construction.
I
But-
saw you while you were working in construction.
Yeah, you saw
I
me,
saw you.
But I was already your boyfriend then. They don't, you know what I
But
mean?
that just solidified it, baby.
So I was like, man. Usually in real life, people were like, ugh, like this guy's dusty. Like,
Whatever.
I
Like,
got
babe, there are
mud.
like TikToks now where girls are like, you need to come to the corner stores in the morning because all of the construction guys
Frauds.
come in, and it's true because
Liars.
you used to be one of them that would go in every day. And
Yeah,
so
we
like
gotta
they're
do
giving
that.
these tips and they're like, girl, you want to find a man's? Go to like the
I never seen not one construction worker at a 7-Eleven get hit on by some chick at fucking 6:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Not
It's
one.
a different world, babe.
I know the people.
You'll never
frauds.
know because I snatched your
People
ass
frauds.
up. I fucking knew it. I
Just
knew that
saying.
I was onto something, and I paved the way, bitch.
You're-
I was a trailblazer.
You're
up in
ahead
this
of the
bitch.
curve.
I was. I was like, this is sexy, and like y'all bitches may not see it right now, but you will.
Like I see people wearing like Carhartt now,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And so in my mind, I'm thinking like you work construction because
No.
that's Carhartt.
Like Julian was asking me, Mom, can you get me Carhartt?
I've been wearing Carhartt for years, bro.
I know. I was like, I can go through Dad's closet.
I just be wearing that shit so I could go rip it up. Like people were like, your brother's wearing that. It's like, oh, you in construction now? He's like, no. I was like, oh.
Well, you fine in a mofo, but baby. So
You don't gotta
you
lie.
better know that now.
You don't
Don't
go-
be
you don't-
getting tempted.
You don't gotta lie on the podcast. You
I
don't
ain't
gotta-
lying.
you don't gotta do
I'm
all
not
that.
lying. I know exactly what I have.
Ain't nothing glamorous about construction, man.
I don't know. Some of these dudes be making dancing TikToks with fucking cones on the street and shit. They be making it look fun.
Oh yeah, you could have fun. Yeah, you could have fun. I did that. That was pretty much my specialty.
I don't know. There was something about you in that with your vest on and shit. Like I remember you coming home and you'd be like, babe, no, like I'm dusty or whatever. I'd be like, no, I love it.
You like smack my butt and like dust would just fly off. It's like, see, I told you. I don't know.
Can't help it.
I get it though, because there's like some jobs that you did where like your work outfit. I was like
All of my office jobs is what he
yeah.
meant. Okay. When we first started dating.
It's just like like a gray pencil
Skirts.
with like a button up. I was like, ooh.
It's because you have this like weird secretary fucking thing. Or like
Like a hot librarian. Ooh.
not the librarian.
Ooh. You put your glasses on. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh, read me for filth.
Mm-hmm.
Big old glasses. You probably already see it in my pants with those
Yeah.
things. Like X-ray vision.
Different flavors for different people. You know what I'm saying?
That's all right.
But leave us your preferences down below. Thank y'all so much for coming to join us for the His and Hers podcast. Today, we hope you guys have a fantastical week, and we will be back to start your week off right next Monday. Don't forget, we love y'all, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.
Babes.